Alright, I decided today just to get a smaller, shorter clip of kind of some rush hour traffic around the circle in Dothan. I'm headed from work up to Birmingham to see my mom, and coming through Dothan just a little after 6. Coming into the east side of town near the medical center, and I just wanted to show a little bit of footage of heavier traffic than what I normally see in my videos. So hopefully it'll be entertaining. Maybe there'll be enough going on that you'll get to see some of its capabilities. I don't have my 2 camera set up as normal. I've got my second camera just on the handheld, so I thought maybe if I could get some shots out the side windows that you normally don't get to see when the second camera is just aimed at my face. But I did remember to bring my external mic, so maybe the sound will be a little better. Sometimes it gets kind of background noisy when it's just going off the GoPro cameras that are connected to the ceiling and the front windshield. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll decide whether I want to post it or not, depending on what I actually capture, if it's entertaining or if it's just a boring ride around the circle. Just for reference, since people get curious about this kind of stuff, this is about a 3.5 hour drive total, around 220 miles to my mom's house. I did go ahead and top off at work. We've got some chargers there at work, and so I got to work this morning with probably 75-76%. They're slow chargers, but I went ahead and just topped off to 100% while I was at work, so I knew I had the drive coming up. It's wanting me to touch the wheel because it knows that I have an object in my hand, which is this other camera. If you see me reach up and touch it, that's why. Normally, if you're not holding anything, it just watches your face and does vision monitoring. But since I set that I wanted to have at least 20% when I get to my final destination, it is going to have me stop once in Birmingham. It's just showing a 5-minute charge. That'll get me there with 20%. Otherwise, it was going to be more like 9% if I didn't charge at all, which it'll make it to my mom's house without charging, and I can plug in just my regular little mobile charger just in a regular 110 outlet at my mom's house, because I'll be there overnight and part of the day tomorrow. And it could actually gain, even though it's super slow that way, I could actually gain about 24-25%, just based on rough calculation if I just plug into a regular wall outlet. And that amount of charge at your house is like between $4 and $5, so really not much at all there. I do have the sun kind of right in my face. It's a little off to the southeast there, but it's kind of coming right through my side window. That usually doesn't affect FSD much. I've had it a couple of times when it's directly in front, blind in the front camera. I've had it tell me to take over before, but it's pretty rare. It usually does pretty well. Usually even when I'm having a little bit of trouble seeing because of the glare, it does fine. Sorry if this second camera's kind of jumping around. I'm just holding it this time. Like I said, I'm keeping it on the handheld just in case I need to show a view out the side window or from my side mirror or something like that to give you a different view than just my face and the front windshield. but it is kind of jumping around in my hand a little bit, so I apologize. I'm sure by now most of the people that watch my channel probably have seen or at least heard about the Mark Rober video where he was testing a Tesla and another vehicle that has LiDAR against the Wile E. Coyote fake wall, the cartoon wall, where you have basically a fake horizon painted onto a wall to see if it would trick it. There's been a lot of backlash from that video because he didn't actually have FSD engaged. He was using regular autopilot, which is different. The way it processes the information is totally different, and he didn't seem to understand that distinction or realize that distinction was even there. There have been a couple of follow-up interviews with him where he essentially said that they used the same, basically said it was the same thing with a different name. It's kind of how he worded it, which is not really true at all. And also, there's even between hardware 3 and hardware 4 versions, there's differences in how it processes the information. So there have been a couple people that have recreated it after the fact, using actual FSD and using a hardware 4 vehicle, both a Model Y and a Cybertruck, and neither one of them were fooled by the wall, as in the first video. I don't know if y'all could see that car in front of me just hit their brakes pretty quick and made that turn, and FSD handled it with no problem. Stopped a little quick because it had to, because that car didn't brake until late.
Now turn right onto Montgomery Highway.
So I'm afraid this may be somewhat uneventful. I may let it record as I go on up 231 here, just in case the traffic gets a little bit heavier. But not a whole lot going on just yet.